Yo, this is Craig,
And this is Thomas.
and we play in the band Chiodos, and you're watching TV6.
Hey guys, it's Holly here with TV6. I'm sitting down with Craig and Thomas of Chiodos. So to start off with, you guys have had some member changes, and now that you're back, how has things been? What brought about the reunion of Chiodos?
Well, the reunion was kind of more for closure. Originally, we just wanted to do some shows together, and we had so much fun that we decided to continue to play. And so those kind of wounds healed, and one of our guys wanted to. We only had one member change, and he didn't want to do the band. He wanted to start a family. So we got Thomas from the band Fall of Troy to join us,
Awesome.
And now it's like the new chapter of Chiodos.
And then you guys obviously have done Warped Tour before. What are some lessons you've learned previously that you're bringing this summer that can be kind of a brutal tour when you're on it?
I mean, I've done considerably less Warped Tour than they have, but just on this tour specifically, I've learned a lot. I've learned a lot about being mature. I think is really important on a tour like this, and handling yourself and carrying yourself in a way that you can be proud of, and not just being careless.
Right.
Be mindful of other people.
And
Naps. Naps are huge.
Sure.
Naps are so important.
It's always the best part of the day.
Yeah, for sure.
And then have you guys stopped anywhere so far? Are you guys looking forward to stopping anywhere that you guys just love playing on Warped Tour?
Oh my gosh. Well, Chicago, like Thomas was pointing here. That's what he means, is Chicago. We played in Detroit, which is 5 of us is our hometown. Well, 4 of us actually. So, but Chiodos kind of started there, so that was awesome. To be honest, I know this is a cheesy answer, but I love every stop because the kids are just so enthusiastic at Warped Tour, and they are open-minded, and it's just fun.
And then you guys have been growing your success for years. Is there anything that you think you have done that has added to your success, or you guys have made any moves that you just really feel was definitely the right one? Or
For me, definitely joining this band, becoming a part of this band.
I would just say touring. We toured a lot when we first started, and I think that's really, really important because what it did was it helped us find ourselves before we were kind of thrown into the bigger picture.
Right.
And it allowed us to channel certain parts of ourselves that we really wanted to, instead of having to go through the whole discovery process right away. But we did a lot of DIY touring for years before anybody heard of us, and then one day it just clicked.
Yeah. And then, Craig, this question's for you. I know
Sure.
you're doing a lot of solo stuff as well on the tour. Is it
Right.
hard going between your solo stuff and then doing the band and everything?
Not really.
You
I mean,
balance it pretty well.
yeah, what's that?
Are you balancing it pretty well between
Yeah,
the two?
it's not really that difficult, to be honest. I would say that fatigue is probably the hardest part, and my voice. But I mean, it's not like I'm out here promoting anything solo. I'm out here telling people about the new Chiodos record we're gonna record right after this tour. It'll be out early next year, and when Brad and I play, we're kind of just prepping for the future, because Brad from Chiodos also plays with me, and we're playing a lot of old Chiodos songs, and we're just reconnecting with the fans and reminding them of what it is that they loved about us in the first place.
And then, obviously, you guys have your set each day, but what do you do during your downtime? Because I know on Warped Tour, I'm sure you guys have a decent amount of downtime.
Just try to drink a lot of water and stay
hydrated.
Yeah, and eat, and just try to take care of myself the best that I can, and talk to my friends, talk to my family whenever I get a chance, and just hang out with the guys and be friends.
Do you mean on days off, or do you mean
I mean, either one, days off. Or
days off? We went skydiving
Oh, really?
the other day.
Where'd you guys go skydiving at?
Scranton, beautiful Scranton, Pennsylvania.
Nice.
It was actually pretty amazing, and We did laser tag one day. We did bowling. We did a water park where there's a bunch of children and we scared them because we have tattoos. And yeah, I mean, we've just been trying to have as much fun as possible on days off to remind ourselves that what it is that we're out here doing is fun, because the fatigue can wear on you mentally sometimes. So if you ever come across one of us and we're kind of cranky, it's just because we're tired. It's not because we're mean. I promise.
And there's a lot of programs today like Kickstarter and stuff for bands. Do you guys think so those are more beneficial, or do you think that bands should be kind of sticking with the old-fashioned way of doing things?
Man, that's kind of a tough question. I think that I think things like Kickstarter and stuff like that are really cool. Because a lot of younger bands, they don't have backing and stuff like that, and they don't have the resources, so to speak, to kind of get signed to a label and stuff like that. But it can also really help you get to that level where you can do things like that. So I think it's good. It's a good thing. It opens up doors for lots of musicians and bands and things like that.
I think it's situational. I definitely think it's situational. There's always going to be exceptions to the rule. There's always going to be people that take advantage of it. But you can, I think it does a lot of good as well. So I think it just depends.
And then the new album you guys are recording after Warped. What can fans expect from the
Yes. What can they expect?
Yeah.
An awesome record. A lot of the old Chiodos vibe goes back a lot to All's Well That Ends Well, I would say. A lot of youth angst and kind of a more poetic delivery. And I would say that, there's never been a Chiodos record that has like 10 tracks that sound the same.
Right.
Like all of our tracks always sound different, some of them, and it somehow fits into this cohesive being that is the record. So you'll expect that and expect new avenues now that we have Thomas, now that we've had time apart and to grow as individuals. So I think it's just going to be an even more eclectic masterpiece. I think it's going to be a masterpiece of our own stature.
I think it's going to be very interesting. I think it's going to be the best Chiodos record that anyone's ever experienced, including ourselves.
Awesome. And then to finish off, after the recording, do you guys have any tours lined up? Are you working on any
We're
tours?
going to go to Europe in November. We're going to go see the world, which will be pretty amazing. We're actually going to do a Warped Tour over there. So
really?
that'll be really fun. Get to go to a bunch of places like Prague and places I haven't been yet.
Yeah.
I'm really looking forward to that.
Awesome.
It's so cool we get to travel the world and do what we do.
I'm so jealous.
Right? You can come with. You can come with us. We're taking the camera. We're taking the microphones. Let's go. So we're just gonna do that, and other than that, we're just gonna focus on the record, and we'll be back touring full time next year with the new record.
Awesome. Thank you guys so much for sitting down with us today.
Thank you very much, Holly. I appreciate it.